All right.
I'm now good.
Crowbars up. I'm sorry.
Ready to go. And
Ain't nothing but us, but Upchurch and the world.
Upchurch in the world.
Upchurch and the world. That is going to become the new album.
All right. Let's go ahead and get this started, shall we?
Just do it, man.
Let's go ahead and get this started. All right.
Upchurch!
Exactly. Welcome back to Riker Road,
I know
everybody.
that much at least. So yeah, that's it. So, yeah.
Well, if you haven't figured it out by now, we're going to react to some Upchurch. Now, I've had quite a few comments about wanting to react to Upchurch, and if I've ever heard of him on a few of them, yes, I've heard of Upchurch, and I've been a fan for a while, many years actually. So
you have talked about him consistently.
Now,
for
what
the
I
past,
will
few
say,
years for sure. So yeah,
what I will say is that I did not know him from his not Twitch. What was the thing that they did before TikTok?
Oh, I mean, well, if it's Vine.
I
didn't know he was on Vine. I found him from Facebook and all his rants and stuff that he would do.
That's kind of what. So I didn't know him like through that. So I'm not that far back of a fan. So I do apologize if that makes a difference. But I know him strictly for his music, and his music is amazing. I don't know anybody that really doesn't like him except for one person. She shall remain nameless. If she watches this, she will know who she is.
You'll know.
But I decided to go through. It was hard to pick, guys. There's so many songs that he has done where he raps, he sings, he does both. You know, whatever. He's gone all the way from hip hop, like hardcore hip hop, to country. Straight up country.
I remember the one thing that you showed me was and I love stuff like this, is that when he was in the studio and he was in front of a very, very expensive microphone, and he had his phone in front of him and he was reading the lyrics to Thunder Rolls, and he just did, like, I don't think I've ever actually listened to the whole cover, but I just have always, like, I've talked about it before where there's like sections of songs that I'll just repeat like the 12 seconds over and over again. That's actually one of those clips. I really, really like his singing voice. I have heard some of Upchurch's rap, but I couldn't tell you anything about them. It's been so long since I've heard them. I doubt that I've heard this. So, yeah.
So this one, guys, the reason I picked it was for a few reasons, was what he's saying, obviously, but these Hi-Deas are just him bored. And I'm telling you right now, man, his bored shit beats pretty much everybody else's thoughts.
You know, isn't it
like,
funny how
on paper that they have to write down and are trying. This man dicks off and makes way better music than anybody out there that's brand new, even kind of older. If you don't respect the way he raps and what he says and how he does things, then you really don't like rap. I'm convinced. The reason I chose this one was kind of what he's saying. I'll give you a little bit of a hint, is he's talking about the music industry. He's independent, so there is a lot of problems with that for the main industry, the mainstream industry. So this is kind of a real insight to his life when it comes to this.
Okay.
So, but again, it's just one of his ideas, and it's just him fucking around.
Sometimes that's when the best stuff happens.
Yeah.
It's some of the most creative things I've seen people create, or articulate have just been, it's like, dude, it's like, oh my God, like, how'd you do this? You must have had some really great inspiration. It's like, nah, dude, I was going on the back deck and watched a leaf go like this for an hour. And that's how we got here. Cause I was bored out of my mind. So who knows, man? So,
well, all right, let's go ahead and get started here.
All right. So we have Upchurch, Hi-Deas 7.
Yep.
What's
Number
that?
7.
Production. Production. Oh my God. Produced by Thomas Toner. All right.
So again, he does have a series of these. This was just one of the ones I wanted to show you. So let's go ahead and get started, guys.
Go for it, man.
Let's see what he thinks.
Maybe think of Lieutenant Lick Me. That's funny.
We're just wondering if you're still coming in today about 4 o'clock. We really want to get you in and get you going with the team and get you in.
I can't. I got a really important meeting with these Michelin tires and this fucking blunt.
Can we?
No. I woke up this morning with a text from a guy at a place. The devil must have moved back from GA. I got invited to a meeting. I got stoned and I showed up and they gave me a piece of paper that said, "You wanna come get fucked?" Hey, I
Hold on. No, hold on. I got. Hold on. We're starting that over. Hold on. I was fixing some audio stuff. So hold on.
We're just wondering if you're still coming in today about 4 o'clock. We really want to get you in and get you going with the team and
You know,
get you in.
I can't. I got a really important meeting with these fat Michelin tires and this fucking blunt.
Can we?
No. I woke up this morning with a text from a guy at a place. The devil must have moved back from GA. I got invited to a meeting. I got stoned and I showed up and they gave me a piece of paper that said, "You wanna come get fucked?"
That is what I heard.
And I put away torpedoes. Then I save them when it's time to go. I blow up battlefields. Hey, battleship, all my boats are fucking floating. They said we'll get you in that Lambo, so I went and bought one.
Now that's true. So he had record labels basically like, "Hey, come with us. This is what we can do for you. We'll buy you a Lamborghini." And he's like, "I'll go buy one myself." And he left and he went and literally bought one and then took a bunch of pictures on Instagram. So,
you know, there was a time that I'm not going to get into the band because it's just going to cause too much bullshit. But there was a band that I remember that while they were on tour, they were talking mad shit about their label because of the fact that they were basically forced on the tour and did not want to go.
Oh.
Dude, so like it's one of those where it was like when I finally went and saw them, that band was no longer on that tour. They went and did their own thing. So I don't know what happened with their label or what happened, but regardless, is that looking at this is that, dude, he's kind of like, nah, man, it's like, I don't need you.
It gets better.
I don't need that. So that's what I'm getting from this.
It gets better, doesn't it, guys?
What's incredible about this is that I don't care what anybody says. Upchurch is funny. He is.
Oh, yeah.
His comedic timing is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I've said this before, and I mean, I don't know whether or not it's been on this channel, but there are people on this planet that say funny things, and then there are people that say things funny.
Correct.
Sometimes you get this little merger and they come
both.
together. And Billy
Yep.
Connolly for me would be one of them. Upchurch is another one.
I agree.
And it's one of those where it's like, you know, the way his inflections and how he speaks and just like, you know,
his music videos are even better.
Yeah, it's his quality is very, very good.
Well, yeah,
so,
that too.
But yeah, so
all right, let's get back up. Yep. All right, guys, let's go.
Even when it's time to go, I blow up battlefields. Hey, battleship, all my boats are fucking floating. They said we'll get you in that Lambo, so I went and bought one.
Yep.
That 2016 Huracan gon' look hella good on my independent ass. Own all my own masters, no teardrops on my Dre beats, and that's hard facts. Look what you.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, so that right there, where he owns all of his masters. Not many of these artists that you can name off that you listen to on a daily can say that. They can't.
Yeah,
They can't. So this is where this message is coming from, because they're pounding down his door because he's making all this money and he's doing it by himself, and they want it.
They want their cut.
They want their cut. And
Yeah.
no, fuck you. Why would I pay you for something I'm already doing?
Some of the most beautiful artists in the world are independent. John Gomm is a guy that really sticks out to me.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that does all the crazy percussive guitar stuff, because he's like, I don't want to be signed to a label because I have to change everything about my being. So
and when independent, you don't. And so that's what we're going to go back a little bit.
Independent ass, own all my own masters, no teardrops on my Dre beats, and that's hard facts. Look what you made me do. You'll need a Swift Tailor to match me. The weed burns in my hoodie down in the Gulch, you're fucking smashing. You know, it's funny and it's easy to put on this fake persona. You couldn't bullshit a country boy as bad as a millionaire, and that's fucking honest. I'm glad I stayed at the bottom. The top cannot come hang with us. I'm a Texas rapper.
I am so happy I started from the bottom because the top can't come and hang from us.
I'm down at the
Can't come
bottom.
hang with us.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's I like that. You know, he knows that he came from nothing. He knows that, you know, he's kind of, from a small town, all this stuff, but he still did it.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is a no allowed section for you. Like
these are the people that earned their way. Now,
exactly.
So again, like it's one of those where it's like, no, like not every single person that, you know, heads up a, you know, record company of, you know, many different types. I'm sure that they have climbed the greasy rungs like anybody else has. However, there's this idea of just like, you know, when you sign that contract with the man, where it's like, nah, dude, it's like, and that's such a generic way to put it, but it's like, nah, dude, it's like, nah, this party, this, you know, group of people are people that have done nothing but have said no to this and have been successful regardless.
Yeah.
And
this is like I said, this is a great one with what he's just saying, even though he's like dicking off.
Right.
Funny, and it's easy to put on this
The
fake
truth.
persona. You couldn't bullshit a country boy as bad as a millionaire, and that's fucking honest. I'm glad I stayed at the bottom. The top cannot come hang with us. I'ma text Rap Lab at noon tomorrow and tell him I need my CO in this new car. I need new gauge on all the seats with a window sticker that just says my name's on this fucking title, but not in your pocket, man. I don't need a big machine. I created a huge.
Okay, Big Machine is a record label company.
Oh, I thought it was a Goo Goo Dolls song. That's funny. I would not have made the correlation. That's funny. Huh.
So they have like Trisha Yearwood, Taylor Swift, Tim McGraw, Garth Brooks, like all those. Like, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's who got a hold of him, one of the big ones. And that's why he's saying, I don't need no big machine. And he's about to keep going into it. But I wanted you to know that for all of the like kind of puns, if you will.
Okay.
This is really ballsy, dude. You'll understand.
Okay.
Title, but not in your pocket, man. I don't need no big machine. I created a huge engine. No push button start. There's screwdrivers in my ignition. So wah-bah, wah-bah. Who wanna race for the pinks? I could lose all day and still drive home. It's something clean. And I'm still running the roads, not controlled by the mainstream. I swear they send me contracts to eliminate Mr. Tennessee. Check this out. In that case, here is my reply. Fuck every record label, even ones my friends sign. You can't.
Bro, Upchurch is so hard.
Okay.
Woo.
There are
was
many things.
Savage.
There's this idea of this. I don't want to get deep into this, but it's like there's this idea of having an independent label where it's like, you know, you and I have had the conversation before of, you know, it's like, look, dude, sometimes that dotted line that you're signing costs a little more than what you anticipate. And it's one of those where it's just like, nah, man, he is 100% self-made, self-produced, and does not need the glamour, you know.
It's funny you're saying all this. You'll
like
hear
that, almost like the enemy kind of being like, hey, look, here's all the cool stuff. Here's this. Here's your cell phone. Here's your.
It's the devil talking.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't want to get too far into it. Let's go back a little bit. Yeah. So you want to hear that again?
Contracts to eliminate Mr. Tennessee. Check this out. In that case, here is my reply. Fuck every record label, even ones my friends sign. You can't persuade me with no condos and a viewing of your rides. This is where I take my shotgun and draw the Florida Georgia line.
That's another artist.
Draw the Florida Georgia. Yep. Yeah.
So,
Florida Georgia line. Yep.
So yeah. But that,
yeah, I'm familiar. I understood that reference.
But no, like funny that you were literally saying this, and he's saying it kind of now.
Yeah.
Every record label, even ones my friends sign. You can't persuade me with no condos and a viewing of your rides. This is where I take my shotgun and draw the Florida Georgia line. Don't take that step. It might be a trap. You might get burnt. You might get zapped. It might be a video of Hi-Deas, something just like that damn Hayesville track. You ride a Colt, I drive a Ford. You got the ties, I got the bow. I was born where these Indians run. I'ma start fire flint and make damn arrows. What the hell these people think? That I'm just a pawn in a chess game? I got Cheatham tatted on my
What do these people think? I'm just a pawn in a chess game?
Yep. So he knows. He knows. He knows that there's a game that's played when you are signed, and he's not doing it.
Here's what I would say about this is that Upchurch is one of the few people in the world, whether or not you like his music, whether or not you agree with him politically, whether or not you like how he talks or does things or the place he stays in or whatever. you cannot deny the fact that he is 100% sticking it to the man right now. And that is such a blanket statement. With this is that when you stick it to the man, you are sticking it to the darkest, depraved, and cynical version of what is out there that is making you seem like you are just untouchable. Mm-hmm. You are a god to be worshipped. Look at you. You have fans. You have this. You have all of this stuff. At the end of the day, it's like, nah, dude, you think I'm a pawn? No. I know your game. You're going to make me on top of the world for 2 years. And
right.
After that, I'm probably going to excel more, but I'm going to be fucking miserable.
Correct.
And
I'm gonna fizzle out.
And it's so unfortunate, man, because there's a lot of really great music out there that has been made by companies that really screw a lot of people over.
Oh, 100%.
You know, it's obviously I'm not going to mention anybody by name, but it's just one of those where it's like, nah, man, it's like we all know about the evil side of the music industry and of Hollywood and everything, where it's just like the people that get taken advantage of, or the lifestyles that, you know, they are forced to live, or the contracts they sign that, you know, restrict them from this, and this. And regardless, he's done everything the way that he wants it to be, and it's that to me.
It's done nothing but work.
That's it, right? How did Christopher Titus say it? He's like, it's an honor that you guys are here tonight and everything, that, you know, that I get to do the special, but understand, I earned this shit.
Yeah.
And
he has, man. That's the thing. So let's go back a little bit.
Absolutely.
And, all right.
You got the ties, I got the bow. I was born where these Indians roam. I start fire flint and make damn arrows. What the hell these people think? That I'm just a pawn in a chess game? I got Cheatham tatted on my chest. No jet lag, I'm a jet plane. No TV show promoting my name. No face plastered, no radio play. But I still make them mix up Eric Church and what's his name? That church man?
So, yes.
Still.
Nothing.
Still recognition.
He's not on the TV. He's not on the radio. He's not like, but look at, he's got so many followers, and for a good reason.
Yeah.
He's one of the good guys of the internet, number one, and number two, he makes this kind of music. So I always thought that was really powerful of what he said. And
for sure.
It's not cocky. It's the truth.
No, and it's sometimes when you're good at something, you just need to be confident in it.
When you're good at something, never do it for free.
Yeah, right. That's what Dad always taught us. Was that if you're good at anything, well, the Joker taught us.
The Joker too.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's go.
Yep.
Face plastered, no radio play, but I still make them mix up Eric Church and what's his name, that church man? Cause I stayed preaching, no Walter stand. There's a Holy Ghost is my side man. He's a good profiler, spent plenty time getting hated on in Afghanistan. Go Army, no zombies, and we don't build no barricades. We put lift kits on Escalades and scratch up that beautiful paint. I'm white trash balling, call me Billy Ray Virus. Stopping for nobody like some run flat tires. Go ahead and sling the spike strip out, really, really go grab the mic. Bruce Wayne and Nash Vegas in that matte black rolling through at night. I've been a winner and a loser. I've been poor, now I'm rich. But I'll be damned if all this money makes me act just like a prick.
So right there,
I'll be damned if that money makes me act like a prick, or however he worded it. But yeah.
And you know what was really refreshing there is that he didn't sugarcoat the fact that he's rich. Mm-hmm. It's not a flex. It's not a in your face. He's like, I've been poor and I've been rich. And then he stated afterwards, I'm not going to let it change me, though. He doesn't.
No,
he doesn't.
Again, I know I brought him up, but it's like Billy Connolly has said it on stage before, where people are like he'll say something horrible that happened to him, and they're like, oh, and he's like, no, he's like, don't pity me, I'm fucking loaded, I'm fine. Like,
yeah, like, I'm good.
So, you know, but no, this is what's so interesting is that when you have found an independent way to be able to make an extravagant amount of money and still remain the same person that you are, like being Adam Sandler, still eating a jar of pickles, whose net worth is way more than anything that we could ever attain.
It's like $425 million, and the man's drip is like fucking basketball shorts and like a pair of Nikes.
It's one of those where it's like, nah, dude, like everybody would love to be able to think that if they somehow came to money, whether or not it was through their own grind or if it was through the lottery or through anything else, that, you know, that it wouldn't change you. Unfortunately, with human psychology and how everything is, everybody reacts differently.
Yeah.
And this is a situation where he's looking at this and saying, nah, man, I've got it. I've got everything. Yeah. It didn't fucking change me whatsoever. No. And that's, And that is refreshing. That is a very hard place for a huge ass record label to be in, because what do they have to entice him with?
Nothing.
What do they have to possibly look at him and say,
nothing?
Look at this.
All.
Come here. You can have no. Like, they literally have no purchase whatsoever to climb up on this mountain that is Upchurch. And it's
the problem, and there's
nothing.
He just keeps laughing in their face.
I love it.
All right, let's go back a little bit, guys.
It's not just rock that sticks it to the man, everybody. Look, man, you can do it in any form. Stick it to the man.
Let's hear him finish sticking it to the man.
Let's do it.
In a Nash Vegas, in that Matt Black rolling through at night. I've been a winner and a loser. I've been poor, now I'm rich. But I'll be damned if all this money makes me act just like a prick. I'd rather go to sleep hungry in the back of a Buick with the engine blowed up, gas on E with Coca-Cola added to it. Church, don't forget the name. Crooked grin, tobacco stain. Tennessee Titan, bleeding orange with a black and tan beside my leg. Country steak, fried egg, sweet tea with no lemon, babe. After this, there's no chance of me going to the CMA. Well, good thing I don't give a fuck. My living room.
It's a good thing I don't care, dude.
That's why I was like, he's my fucking spirit animal, dude. Where he's like, good thing I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give two fucks about that shit.
What's that meme that's gone around where it's just like, like if we're taking this as an example for sake of argument, where it's like, you're never going to go to the CMAs. Oh, no. Anyway.
It's just like, let's go back because I want to hear it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Dude, I love that part, but he's like, good thing I don't give a fuck, because he don't. Again, he doesn't care. He doesn't need to be on the radio. He doesn't need to be on the TV. He doesn't need to be on any of that. He wants people like me, you, all of the Skins, all of the Creek Squad, all of the, he wants that. That's what he wants.
Yeah, this is, and there's something more powerful than, just the flippant idea of just like, oh, I've got views, I got this. Like, no, when you have a connection, whole different thing. It's
just like this. Like, guys, I don't do this because I'm trying to make money. Neither does he. Like, this is because we have the setup. We'd like to have fun, and we want to do this. This has nothing to do with money.
No.
This is because it's fun.
No, trust me. If you're getting into YouTube to do money, you're doing it wrong.
You're going to spend money, motherfucker.
Right.
But anyways, no. So that just, Upchurch is one of those artists that he's always in my playlist, and this is why.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
All right, guys. Let's get back into it.
And beside my leg, country steak, fried egg, sweet tea with no lemon, babe.
Love country fried.
After this, there's no chance of me going to the CMA. Well, good thing I don't give a fuck. My living room no got television. They must not have Googled me and scrolled back to the very beginning. Look, guys, we did it, goddamn right. We winning, no talk shows, no interviews, no airplay. We fucking did it. Church.
Whoa.
We did it. Church.
We're gonna finish that, but I'm sorry I stopped it before that. But that was that part right there, like you were saying, where he's like, he just all of it, just he didn't do anything but grind, and this whole song was nothing but I guess a flex in a sense, but to the man, fuck you, and that right there was nail in the coffin for me.
Do you feel like this is almost kind of like because everybody has their human reactions to everything.
Let's do this.
Or do you finish it?
Yeah, let's finish it because it's only a second. I apologize, but it was just that spot.
Yeah, no, go for it, man.
Go back.
Be winning, no talk shows, no interviews, no airplay. We fucking did it. Church. Yo, I didn't graduate, man. I used to hate on my fucking self. I used to let people fucking shit on me all the goddamn time. Not no more, dog. The mastiff broke the chain link. Church.
That's why I was like, hold on, why don't you listen to that? So, yeah.
So would you see this as all the emotional shit of what's led him to now that, it's like just because I'm successful doesn't mean I forget, what got me here and like what I saw as like, a norm for me, at the time, or different things where it's just like, no, like those frustrations don't leave you.
Correct.
It's one of those where it's like, some people can, which I'm not saying that you should ever live in frustration. That's not, proper.
No.
But in the same hand is that it's kind of like, being able to look back and go, no, dude, that fucking sucked. That was horrible. That was a really tough thing that I went through. And guess what? It all worked out. It actually did its thing.
Even though I didn't watch his Vines and stuff, I've known his progression at a very, very early stage of his music career.
Right.
Not necessarily the beginning, but definitely towards the beginning. And he's done nothing but impress and progress.
Everything that I have heard from Upchurch has 100% been
that was the
very
thing
good
is
quality.
You've heard him, but like I said, you haven't like heard all of his stuff. It was one of those things like backgrounds or like maybe a video here and there, but you probably were paying more attention to the video compared to the song.
Yeah, because I mean, again, Upchurch is not something that I particularly listen to on my own. Now, what I will listen to on my own are his rants. Because again, I love just hearing him, bitch about it.
Dude, he's
about
so
just
funny.
everyday things.
He's so fucking funny.
And it's one of those where it's like, look, Upchurch is I mean, I don't know if this is the right thing to say, but it's like he's more of a like, non-left kind of way of going. I don't want to say that he's a far right thing or whatever, because sometimes that can be taken the wrong way. But it's one of those where it's
still
like,
sees both sides, and that's what's fair.
It's
that I like about him.
To me, his views on that aspect are irrelevant, because I'm sorry, Titus is one of the most liberal people that I've ever heard in my life. I think he's one of the funniest dudes I've ever listened to, because I love the way that he tells jokes. I love the way that he goes about it. I love how Upchurch is entertaining me. I love how that he can make me laugh.
Yes.
He can make me think. He can make me look at a situation maybe in a way that I didn't think about it before.
Sure.
And it's just like, no, like,
You can disagree on political views and still be friends, guys.
it's possible. But
Just saying.
But it's one of those where it's like, no, like I very much love hearing what people from all forms of all things think, because I'm sorry, but it's like, if you are going to go through this bullshit, just crapshoot that is life, that if what it's going to hand you, I think that it's like, you should listen to everything.
Yeah.
You should, whether or not you have a biblical aspect of things, of Paul telling you, look, go about this, refine this by fire, doing challenge what you believe. Why should that only be limited to that? Soak in everything that you have around you and look at it where it's like, nah, dude, it's like, I either look at it and go, you know what? No, this is bullshit. I don't take this. I don't like this, or, however you want to look at it. Or you can look at it and go, nah, man, I'm more affirmed in what I believe now, even though I put myself in an uncomfortable learning situation.
You figured it out.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I have no issue as far as like anything that Church says, as far as like his, videos or anything, because I tend to agree with a lot of the things that he does say.
Sure.
But in the same hand, there's stuff I do disagree with. It does not mean that I think that he's a bad artist. It does not mean that I think that he's not funny. No, dude, he is hysterical. He knows
good.
He knows how to get your attention. He sometimes does it in a way, if not most times, does it in a way where it's like, you have no choice but to pay attention.
There's also another song that I want to react to. I don't know if the fans have really heard it, but it has two other artists that I very much enjoy, and it's with Twista and Ritz. It's pretty new, and it's really good. That is more of a it doesn't really have like it has a message, but it's not like this. So that's why I wanted to kind of to rope you in per se with something like this, because
absolutely,
he does have really, really good things to say. Sometimes he just dicks around, and even when he dicks around, it's still good. But sometimes he is just funny to be funny, and it's not really anything particular he's saying. Kind of like Eminem.
Yeah, but I just did a whole song and I didn't say shit. Yeah,
so,
right.
All right, guys, if you liked what you saw, you know what to do. Hit that like button and subscribe. That way you never miss an upload. And if you have any other suggestions on what we should do or listen to or artists, you know what to do. Hit the comment and we will see what we can do. All right, guys. Cheers.
Adios.